Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, Miss Charlotte. Hey, Inga. All right. Okay. Miss Charlotte, Miss Inga, Miss Nancy's in the house. I am so glad to see you gals. Cindy Poe. Happy birthday, Cindy Poe. I won't tell the audience how old you are unless you give me permission. ISO, a photographer, and I've seen him before. Welcome to the house. Tonight is your night. Yulan, so glad to see you, Yulan. Evelyn, I think you're new. Tell me where you're from and share with me what you're thinking about tonight. Hello, Brenny. Brenny's in the house. I think you're new, Mogul Queen. Very good. So my name is Marvin LeBlanc, and tonight is a promote scope. And so what we're trying to do tonight is to find out about you. Hello, Lil Coon is in the house. Tonight's a different scope. So I don't have any agenda. I don't have my I have always something prepared to keep hey, Brenny, I always have something prepared to keep the conversation moving. But tonight, I want to find out, about anything that you want to share. So if you want to share your website, if you want to share a free offering, if you want to tell the audience about your experience, please go ahead and heart it up and share with your followers by hitting that little Periscope person so that they can come on. And if they have dreams or whatever they want to talk about, we want them to be in the room. And so this is a safe environment to express yourself and to share what's on your mind. Hey, Mogul, thanks for the invitation. Miss Charlotte, thank you for inviting your followers. Thank you. ISO photography. So ISO, come back and tell us, what kind of photography you really do. So Gooseberry's in the house. I think her name is Michelle, and she's from England, so the UK is represented. And so start right now, slowly typing in and entering who are you? What is your product or service? And I will read them. So Brittany says her website is streammagicsummit.com. How to grow your business with live stream. Man, I think you're in a great room for that. So follow Brittany Larson. Is that right, Brittany? It was you that has the summit. Throw that back up. Throw us some emojis and tell us again. Yes, Brittany. So give us your website again, because we want to know you. Welcome to the room, and tell us how to manage your social media more effectively. So Gooseberry, I know her. She's a part of my Perry 10K group, and so as a result, hey, Happy Hurley, I just saw you. Okay, so streammagicsummit.com is Brittany Larson. So please catch Brittany Larson at streammagicsummit.com. And Michelle is saying hello to Yulan, who's at True No Lies. So we've known each other through Periscope and through Perry 10K. So Gooseberry is in England, but she doesn't sleep a whole lot. And so just because she's in England, if you're in the States and you need social media help, she can certainly work with you. Brittany says 7 speakers live this week, free. Oh, excellent. And I missed somebody right after that said, my name is such and such. And so I'll read faster. Beer Belly Daddy's in the house. Howdy from Germany. Hey, Beer Belly Daddy. Very good. And if you have a product or service, tell us about that. Brittany says hello to Germany as well. Tell us about that summit a little bit more, Brenny, and also, what would you specialize in, Michelle? Tell us about what you specialize in on how you can help us. ISO Photo, if you're looking for weddings, okay, so there's a guy that's specializes in weddings that can help you. And ISO, tell us what your cities are that you would do weddings. I know if they pay you some travel, you might go even further, but tell us your cities. So if there's people looking for prices on doing weddings, that you could be their guy. True No Lies is in the house, and I thank you. True No Lies follows regularly, and he's also a good scoper. So Michelle Gooseberry, how to manage your social media more efficiently. Miss Charlotte says she's a UK music and lifestyle blogger with 250,000 monthly readers. Find me at charlotte-emily.com. Charlotte-emily.com. Throw that back up again, please, Miss Charlotte. It's okay for you gals and guys to repeatedly throw. That's what it is. Miss Charlotte EM followed fellow UKer. Excellent. Beer Bellies does scopes about making kombucha and water kefir probiotic drinks. What does that taste like? I have never had kombucha, and I don't really know a whole lot about probiotics, but I'm open to learning. I did see somebody doing some cooking some kombucha, but I couldn't even tell you what the ingredients are. To the person that just said they followed me, I followed you back. I think that was Gooseberry, Miss Charlotte, that is following you. So I am so glad. That's what this is about, making connections. The Mike Robbins has joined the room. And the Mike Robbins, please. Okay, so Beer Belly says kombucha and kefir taste fantastic. And ISO Photo, tell us what cities you're in. Hey, Mike Robbins, this is a promote scope, so anything you want to talk about, promote, or your service or product, please tell. Okay, kombucha tea is good for cancer, okay? Did not know that. I'm Kulinda. I own 2 outpatient, and I didn't see the rest of it, so that's probably healthcare. So please come back. And somebody that just said Birmingham, England. So that's probably Miss Charlotte. Is that right? Brenny, 14 interviews, top live stream, how to grow your list, make money, and get sponsored. So Brenny's got 14 interviews, and with her being in live stream, she probably has that available at her website. Mike Robbins says he's a voiceover artist. So if you're a speaker that needs something voiceover, hey, the Mike Robbins. Miss Charlotte is from Liverpool, England. And I think that was ISO Photo that just said he's over there in the Maryland area. So he can get to a lot of places pretty quick. Mogul said outpatient treatment centers for mental health and substance abuse. Very important. Miss Charlotte followed So Gooseberry back, and that's great. The Mike Raga saying hello to Charlotte. I'd recommend black cumin oil, I guess for cancer. Free gifts and special offers from all speakers. Hot sears. So, Brenny, tell us where that they can get their free gifts from. And Nevada and Phoenix, I didn't catch your name, but somebody was from Nevada and Phoenix. If you have free offerings, this is your scope. And also, anybody that I miss, obviously, I'm going to go back and look at the replays. Mogul Queen is a solopreneur business coach. Mike says, Miss Charlotte, I'm marvelous. Thank you. How's the blog coming along? Prevention. But what if someone already has terminal cancer? Michelle talks about. ISO Photo, he can travel anywhere around that D.C., Maryland, all up in that Virginia area. So that guy can get and serve a whole bunch of people. Check out his prices and check his quality. High Heel CEO, I'm so glad you're back. So High Heel CEO, this is your time. I definitely want you to promote Scope and promote your products or services because that's important and that's what this is about. Register for your summit at StreamMagicSummit.com. Y'all might want to take a screenshot there, StreamMagicSummit.com, to get access to freebies. So go check her out, Brenny Larson. I'm Marvin LeBlanc. I'm a South Louisiana Cajun. I'm an author. I'm a storyteller. I'm a professional speaker, and I've been an entrepreneur for about 30 years. Executive mentor, helping you step into your CEO. So High Heeled CEO is she mentors executives. So I guess High Heel CEO would call herself an executive coach, probably, right? And so Mike and Miss Charlotte's talking, and very good. Throw those hearts in. I appreciate it so much. I am Marvin LeBlanc, and earlier today I had a scope talking about 5 followers, people you should follow. Mike, this is a perfect place for you to be, Mike, because we have no judgment here. We're here helping each other because we all believe in collaboration. Big Belly Daddy, water kefir is a healthy alternative to soda. I'll teach you how to make it. And so ISO Photo, he does headshots, he does corporate events, he does family, he does weddings. So, Mike, whatever you want to talk about, that's what this scope is about. It's all for each other. It's not one for themselves. It's all for each other. And so, High Heel coaches women who are wanting to start their business. Fire that 9 to 5. Give up that job and be the BOSS of the rest of your life. Is that right? Yeah. So check her out, High Heeled CEO. I've seen her around. Fin65 has just joined. Fin65 tonight is Promote Scope. We're promoting you. We're giving you a shout out. So if you have a product or service, or you have a certain passion that you want to talk about, that's what we want to do, is share that tonight. So hit your Periscope, man. Okay, so Mike is a medic for the NHS, but also a musician. Wow. Pet Love Business in the house. Mike, I'm envious of you being a musician. I would have loved to have learned the guitar. Thanks for allowing us to promote. Yeah. And so this replay is going to be seen. I don't know what I have. Y'all could check, but I probably have 200,000 hearts and maybe 1,100 people following me. The point is, it's about you. It's about you. So Mike is talking about probiotics to get your digestive system in line, because a whole lot of problems start in your gut. So that's important. And Mike's saying it doesn't matter if you're 22 or 52. You can rock with some digestive better practices. How to use Periscope for your business. So Michelle, you can talk about how to use Periscope for your business. If you guys would like me to share some of my story at a point, then I certainly would be glad to do that for you. And Little Coon's in the house. Welcome, Little Coon. Tonight we're sharing and giving all over the world, because collaborators is the future. Being alone, here's the thing. It's okay if you have a dream as a solo entrepreneur, but don't feel like you have to conquer Mount Everest alone. You have people out here that will know you, love you, and promote you. And then a South Louisiana Cajun boy tonight is learning about kombucha. Now, I grew up with gumbo, but I never heard of kombucha until about a week or two ago. So imagine what can happen when you can give birth to ideas and have other people to work with you. And Miss Charlotte, if things get a little slow, I will remind me, and we'll go into our story, or my story, if you will. So yeah, you need a gut check and you need gut health, Beer Belly Daddy. We got a lot of beer bellies in South Louisiana, so I love your handling. I got a feeling other people will like it too. Beer Belly Daddy, so important. Make sure that anytime you see somebody on Periscope that doesn't already have their picture, or they don't have at least one recent scope every day, give them a word of encouragement so that they will get more followers. So the first thing that I would suggest to you, if you don't have enough followers, then are you giving enough? And what I'm talking about in giving is, are you daily unpacking your your truth, because the attitude that, well, I don't have anything to say is total bunk. I've sold photos talking about business owners every 3 years. You should update your headshots. Man, I tell you what I need. I need a beauty makeover. I tell you what I don't like about Periscope is how big my freaking nose is. Oh, man, this is the best. This is when I look good. Okay, is when I got a book right here. Man, this Periscope. Looking back at this iPhone 6 Plus, the iPhone 6 Plus is too good, man. It just scares me, and I know good and well that my hairline is not that damn high, y'all. I sure will do many more scopes about kombucha. You should, because I don't know. Maybe the rest of the world knows about kombucha, and I'm just behind. I'll say, I met someone the other day, at least 10 years older than their headshot. Yeah, and sometimes, a good headshot maybe I might even look better, but I'm thinking you're going to have to use a lot of Photoshop or something, to fix this face. I'm just saying. Executive mentor helping you to step into your CEO. So High Heel CEO just put in her marketing message. Go ahead and think right now. This is your time to put in your marketing message. What do you want the world to know? Not enough people know about gut health. And so, Beer Belly, can you tie a product or service or counseling towards helping people know about gut health? Because I know a whole bunch of cancer can start in the gut. I believe a lot of cancer happens because of the thoughts that you think, that ultimately those negative thoughts end up going into the rest of your body. So I feel that way. Great broadcast, great. It's all about everybody instead of just hearing one guy. What I was saying earlier, when I scoped earlier, there's this book called The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. Brendon Burchard is a name that's going to become a household name. And so I would strongly suggest you to get this book. Beer Belly says you can do the kombucha easy at home. So it's not that hard to do. The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard will be a shot in the arm when you open it up and you read just some of the titles, guys. Meet life with full presence and power. Reclaim your agenda. I have to do something. I'll be back. Very good, Mike. We'll be here for you. And if not, you can always catch the replay at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. So the replay is going to be available, catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. The other thing that Brendon talks about in his book is defeat your demons. And so what we're saying is, I always talk about turning off the TV and turning on the PD. And what we're talking about with PD is personal development. The 5 people that I mentioned earlier, 5 new scopers to follow, one of those scopers was Brendon Burchard. And the reason is I can't ever watch anything with Brendon Burchard without taking notes. Trina Diva is in the house. She's an actively engaged entrepreneur. And I think Trina might have seen earlier where I recommended Brendon Burchard as somebody that you should follow whenever you scope. So I didn't give you any names of anybody that didn't offer smack dab unbelievable content and value. All 5 of these people that I have right here on the 5 new scopers to follow are all givers. I didn't give you a name of anybody that's just stuck as takers, okay? And so if you're stuck hanging around takers, or you're married to a taker, or your boss is a freaking taker, or whoever that you're associated with a taker, what I'm saying to you is replace those people. Hey, Nini, welcome to the house. Today we're talking about you, Nini. We're talking about promoting your product or service. So whatever message you want to tell the audience, this is going to be a replay over and over at catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. The second scoper that I wanted to tell y'all about, do y'all already know about Caleb? It's Caleb, CALEB_Maddox, MADDIX. Can somebody throw up and scribe down there his name? Caleb, CALEB _ Maddox, MADDIX. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Please share with your followers. Caleb Maddox is a 13-year-old wonder boy. This person is articulate. He's ethical, and at 13 years old, okay, he is very professional, and he's a published author, and his name is Caleb Maddox. Now, I don't remember his dad's name, but he has a dad. Trina, do you remember his dad's name? His dad's name is also Maddox, but I can't remember his first name. And they talk about a lot of things. Caleb mainly talks about entrepreneurship, and yes, Charlotte, he is 13 years old. And I will, this is a time I will tell a story. I was fighting some self-limiting, but mathematics. Okay, Trina just gave, I got to write that down. Mathematics is Caleb Maddox's dad. So you want to follow both of them. And these are no excuse people, okay? They don't have a perfect life, but they have unbelievable discipline. And these people, when the 5 people that I'm going to share with you tonight, I know I don't have an iPad, so doing this on my iPhone, not enough screen. These people not only are givers, but they have the discipline to follow their path whenever everything is not so great. So Caleb Maddox, he has a book on basically how to teach kids to be successful. Man, and he's got the language down. Now, it is true that I'm a professional speaker, but where I've gotten in my life after 53, 54 years, man, Caleb is already there and beyond, and he's 13. Trina knows more about it than I do. They have integrity, discipline, great work ethic, and are givers. These guys are rocking, okay? They're really serious about business, and they're even more serious about helping people get where they want to be. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny that the more, let's see, how does that work? The more you give first, the more you get? What a freaking concept. You see, in America, I can't speak about England and whatnot, we need to be more involved. That's amazing for somebody so young. When I think about what I was like at 13, Trina says, you know, Trina wasn't thinking about broadcasting on live stream at 13. Of course, Marvin wasn't thinking about live streaming 60 days ago. I don't even think I've broadcast more than, I don't know, maybe about 90 times. And so what I'm saying to you is wherever you are now is a great place for you to start from. Let go of those self-defeating attitudes or self-limiting beliefs and just come on and share. So if you're watching, there's a ton of people, and I've watched some analytics, that are actually watching the broadcast that never ever comment, y'all. And that's sad, because I'm ready for them to comment. Wherever you are is a great place to start from. Move and have the courage, just that 20 or 30 seconds of courage to move from, let me see if I can put my hand on this. I did this the other day. Keep posting, guys. Keep posting. I wanted to find this. Okay, so I'll just tell you, because I can't put my hand. Hey, Kelrash, what we're doing tonight is a promote scope. We're promoting you. We're wanting you to share with your followers. You might have some friends, neighbors, coworkers, or relatives that might have a product or service. Maybe they don't have any money, to afford big fancy advertisement or whatnot. And this is a place, this is a venue where you can share that. The other thing is, all of you should know, I have no secrets. I have about 34,000, 35,000 followers on Twitter. And so this replay is going to be on Twitter. And so somebody can pick up what you're saying. I really want to start scoping, but I have no confidence. So here's what I was going to say. What confidence is it starts small and then it slowly works to where you end up becoming a bigger person, more self-confident. And so how confidence works is confidence is an inside job. If somebody wants to put that up, you can. Confidence is an inside job. It starts with what we decide to tell ourselves, more so than what others tell us. Let's meet up and do it together. So Mike and I think it's Mike and Charlotte might be hanging out together and putting together some sort of business program. What's your dream, Rascal 58? Because today, yes, confidence is an inside job. And that, thanks so much for your last scope. She's a Perry 10K member with me. The dirty Southern girl, she ain't so dirty. She's a cool chick. And you should follow the dirty Southern because she scopes a good bit. Okay, be careful about scoping or following people that are constantly zero, because the only reason you're following them is they're scoping. So, you know, Mike Robbins might not think, well, I don't have much to offer about teaching people about kombucha. Well, hell, he's been on this particular broadcast. A lot of people are interested in kombucha. I didn't even know it was a tea 5 minutes ago. Okay, so we're all learning and we're all sharing. But what confidence starts with is to take a breath and be open to receive the positive spirits from other people. Be open to receive the positive deposits of others. Okay? So Mike Robbins, I think, is in Birmingham, England, and him and Michelle and Charlotte may be working together in less than, they may actually be having coffee or tea in less than a month. That's the power of this platform, that people who have never met before can find a common interest right here on Periscope and explode their business plans into all kind of ways. So one's in Birmingham, another one's in Nottingham. You see how that's working? Do you see what happens when the positive energy is there? Okay, so defend yourself with a shield against negativity and let love flow. Okay, this world needs more love. This world needs more appreciation. It should be a requirement across the entire earth that every day you have to hug 3 new people every day. It's just a big old hug. This is why, yes, Miss Charlotte, this is why Periscope is so powerful. The world is getting less and less controlled by major corporations, people. Okay? The point is, you have the power. Now, you're going to have to make some decisions. You're going to have to turn off that freaking television that's not putting any money in your pocket, and quite regularly, it doesn't really help you in personal growth. What I am telling you is that if you read this book, which is, by the way, not my book, okay, by Brendan Burchard, and you don't like the book, send me the book. I'll buy the darn book from you. And then I'll give it away to somebody else that will have a life-changing experience because of Brendan Burchard. I don't even know if he's 30, 35 years old, but he is unbelievable. He's the new Napoleon Hill. Now, if you're watching and you're saying right now, it's okay, you can admit it, Marvin, I don't know who the hell Napoleon Hill is. Well, Napoleon Hill wrote Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon Hill spent at least a couple of decades of his life was financed by Andrew Carnegie and what's my Ford's name? What's Ford's first name? Not William Ford, the owner of Ford, the inventor of Ford. What's his first name? See, that's the kind of stuff that I'll get sidetracked and I'll keep thinking about it. So Andrew Carnegie and Mr. Ford hired. Yes, Napoleon Hill wrote The Law of Success. And funny that you would say that, Miss Charlotte, because I keep Napoleon close by. The law of success, okay? So you can spend your time watching the next new sitcomedy, okay, that doesn't do anything, or you can get this. Now watch this. Let's just do an experiment. Watch how powerful this book is. So I'm going to open it up, okay? All right. Would y'all like me to read a couple of sentences? This is Napoleon Hill, 30, 40 years ago. I wish to be of service to my fellow men as I journey through life. To do this, I've adopted this creed as a guide to be followed in dealing with my fellow beings. To train myself so that never, under any circumstances, will I find fault with any person, no matter how much I may disagree with him or how inferior his work may be, as long as I know he is sincerely trying to do his best. Okay, that was one paragraph. Okay, do you see this book? You should spend a lifetime. So, a little secret, I've reread Law of Success every year since 1978. Okay, quite frankly, I have two of the books. And the reason why I have two of the books is because I keep one at home and then I carry the other one. And then this one here, you can see I got a whole bunch of notes in there. And so what happened was I read this book in the late 70s, and then I read another book called Psycho-Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. And it changed my life. For anyone put off by the size of the book, okay, it's available as an audiobook on Audible. Great. And I love audiobooks because number one, a little promotion. I have an audiobook, okay, Come Hell or High Sales by MarvinLeBlanc. Come Hell or High Sales. So if you're in sales and you need a little pick-me-up, you can slide this little baby in your CD, and it teaches you what sales is about. It teaches you how to find and double your income with the existing customers that you have without actually even go and get a new customer. So if you're new to sales or you're in sales but you're not doing well, go check it out at MarvinLeBlanc.com. Hey, you know that guy. Oh, that's me. Yeah. Okay. Come Hell or High Sales by Marvin LeBlanc. Well, Marvin, I don't really know how to ask for a referral. Oh, boy, wouldn't it be great if you had a word track that's already laid out for you? I mean, I've only conducted about 19,600 one-on-one sales interviews in my life so far. 19,600. At this point, you may or may not think that I'm qualified enough to give you advice on a referral word track. 19,600. Most people think, he might know a few things that didn't work for him. He probably figured out something. You know, the fact that the dude's still around and he's been a full commission salesperson since 1978, you know, that might be worth it. You know, it's a hell of a lot better than a television show that you're never going to remember, and they're never going to put any money in your pocket. So here's the thing, 19,600. That's what I think my guess is, Miss Charlotte. I'm a Louisiana Cajun boy, so I don't know if I can even count past 20,000. But I am independently wealthy, and that's pretty good after losing everything after Hurricane Katrina, and losing a house, and losing an office, and losing 9 employees, and losing 68% of my income in the first 100 days, and then coming back and winning my company's top honors 2 straight years in a row with a brand new team. That's a pretty impressive story. At least a few people on Amazon thought it was an impressive story, impressive enough to where this book came out, Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina, Facing Life's Greatest Challenges, No Matter What. And again, Miss Charlotte had asked me to tell a little bit of story. I had self-limiting beliefs, and so the woman that told me to write this, her name is Mickey Williams. She's a Hall of Fame speaker, MIKKIWilliams.com. You should follow her. She doesn't scope, but she's on Facebook, and she has a newsletter. For 2 years, this woman aggressively got up in my face saying, "You have a book in you. You need to write a book." And y'all, I have a confession. For 2 years, I didn't listen to her. I didn't listen to her. And now I've known her about 8 or 10 years, and just recently she told me, Marvin, the reason you didn't write that book that first 2 years is you weren't ready. You see, sometimes the teacher shouldn't appear until the student is ready. But for 2 years, she nurtured me. And then towards the end of the 2 years, she got so close to my face, she kind of spit on me one day. She got a little aggressive on saying, basically, get off your ass and write that book. And because at that point I had great respect for her, I went home and I started writing that book. And for about 50 weekends, 50, I wrote that book on the weekends while I was working during the week. And I cried every weekend to get this book out. And so if you want to know how to lose it all and get it back, God bless my supporters, my family. This right here is a manual on resilience. And so that's the book. If you want to take a picture of it, come hell or high water. Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina. You can buy it at Amazon if you want, or you can buy it straight from my website. What's the difference? The main difference is if you buy it from my website, if you're wanting to have someone, like myself, have me sign it. If you buy it straight from my website, I'm going to personally sign it. And the truth is, I'm going to personally mail it for you. If you go through Amazon, I'm not going to know your address until a much later time, and you will have already had the book, but it won't be signed. So, just wanted to share that a little bit about what works for me on Periscope. If you're new to Periscope, I want you to mainly remember a couple of things. Number one, consistency. You're not going to build a large following on Periscope if you're not daily consistent. You're not going to build a large following on Periscope if you only do a broadcast when you feel good. Well, I'm not going to do a broadcast because today I don't have the right vibe. Okay, here's the fact. I think I've had about 11 or 12 surgeries in my life. 2 back surgeries, 2 hand surgeries, a wrist surgery. I got screws in this wrist, motorcycle accidents, things of that nature. So if I wait, let's see who's listening. If I wait and don't broadcast on Periscope unless it's the days I feel good. See you later, Michelle. Yeah, Michelle, you need to dash. You need to go to sleep. It's England. Go to sleep, baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye, Michelle. Okay, so if I'm waiting to Periscope until I feel good, when would I ever feel good? Yes, Yvette, you gotta read the book. And then you're gonna ask a lot of questions because I got 32 team commandments in that book. And even if you're a solo, bye, Michelle. Mike says bye. See, they're already gonna get together. I love that. I can't wait to hear the story of Mike and Charlotte, or Mike and Michelle, or Michelle, Mike, and Charlotte getting together. All because we took a little time tonight to have a little Coca-Cola from South Louisiana to Birmingham, England. Okay? Nottingham, England. Wow. It might be even somewhere further. Isn't that amazing, Vet? Isn't that pretty whacked out? Do y'all feel the love? Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts. Now, what I'm missing on the hearts is the purple and gold hearts. Y'all know I'm an LSU Tiger, and we kind of struggle this year. Okay, I got the blue hearts going. Okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Connie Poo. Hey, Connie Poo. Connie Poo, I don't think I know you. Say hello, baby. Say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what your product or service is. Yes, Yvette says yes, it is. You see, so just hang out with the givers. All of those stinky poos, Connie Poo ain't a stinky poo. The stinky poo people, all the poo poo people, don't hang out with them. Okay, don't hang out. I was just about to go to bed, but I'm so glad I came into your scope. So many awesome people. Yes, Miss Charlotte, is everybody following Miss Charlotte EM? Miss Charlotte EM. She gave a lot of contributions tonight. Miss Charlotte EM. Okay, because the reason you want to follow her is the people that's in this promote scope all care about each other. They're all givers. Okay, man. I get jealous, Miss Charlotte. Music and lifestyle blogger. Man, does that sound sexy? Man, I got the music. I got the lifestyle. I bet you Miss Charlotte would love the music and lifestyle of New Orleans, y'all. I bet you she would love her some New Orleans. I don't know if she'd ever go to bed at night, but I know she would love her some New Orleans. I could take her to all the little juke joints, and then after that, we're going to go have us some gumbo. We're probably going to have us a fried shrimp platter. Yep. Little on Mondays, if she was here on a Monday, we're going to have some red beans and rice with some smoked sausage, because every Monday in New Orleans, it's a tradition. Too sexy for her shades. Too sexy. I'm too sexy. I'm too sexy. Yeah, Miss Charlotte's too sexy. I got to put shades on to hide some of the ugly. But in New Orleans, every Monday, it's a tradition we eat red beans and rice. Do y'all know why we eat red beans and rice with smoked sausage every Monday? Okay, this is a trivial thing, but this is interesting. This is the kind of insignificant, trivial information you can get from me. I'm a plethora of insignificant information whenever I'm having fun, but y'all do know I get serious because y'all do know I'm an accountability coach. Oh, I would have got my sights set on New Orleans next year. Bring it, girl. Tell me ahead of time. I already got the list of restaurants we're going to hit. You just come and we're going to shake a leg. Okay, do y'all know what shake a leg is? Down in South Louisiana, when you say, I'm going shake a leg, that means you're going dance. Down in South Louisiana, if your wife tells you, I'm going make groceries, you know what that is? That means she's going to the grocery store. She's going grocery shopping. And over here, when we say, hey, y'all, that's kind of like our own language of you all. Okay, so we got a lot of slang, like ain't. Ain't is the Cajun way of saying isn't. Oh, man, if I'm going around saying isn't all the time over here, it's like I have a blog. If you want to go to MarvinLeBlanc.com, there's over 200 free blogs. And one of the titles on a blog is Leadership Ain't No Title. Y'all feeling me? Okay, don't be all that in a bag of chips thinking it's all about you, thinking, oh, well, I got the title. Okay, a title don't mean shit. All right, titles don't mean anything. The only thing matters is your human relationship capital. Okay, Miss Charlotte, you connect with me on human relationship capital on Twitter. Originally for Oklahoma, so she had heard some of those stuff. Yeah, I also didn't grow up with much white gravy, and people from different parts, they grew up with a lot of white gravy. We're brown gravy, and I grew up in the jambalaya capital of the world. So in the way that I don't know and never have tasted kombucha, which I learned about tonight, most of you probably haven't heard about jambalaya unless you've been on some of my scopes. And so my father has been on this scope, and he is an excellent jambalaya cook. And jambalaya is a rice dish. And we cook brown jambalaya. We don't really cook with tomato jambalaya. New Orleans does, but my little Cajun town that I'm from, we do brown jambalaya. Yes, honey, I grew up with lots of brown gravy, and I grew up eating a lot of rice and pork chops. Okay, my mama cooked a spaghetti once a week. My mama would cook white beans and rice with big old chunks of ham in that white beans and rice, and we'd put steamed canes, S-T-E-E-N, steamed cane syrup on the top of those white beans. Oh, y'all, Man, y'all make it. Man, I already ate, and I'm thinking again. Very much so. Very much so knows he's feeling it. Man, I got a lot of soul food at my stomach, man. My daughter once said, Dad, you a little out of shape. I said, well, Taylor, man, you don't understand. All that damn private school, you don't realize that round is a shape. Mike Robbins knows. Hell yeah, round's a shape. You see this stomach here? There's a commitment to look like this. You can't just look like this eating raw food all the time. I got a friend. His name is David Maddow. You need to follow him. David Maddow. Madow. He's a guy that, what do you wash it down with? Let's see. Actually, the white beans and rice when I was growing up, we had enough to eat. But we didn't grow up too fancy, if y'all know what I'm trying to say. So we drank whole milk, with that white beans and rice, cause that's what we had. Y'all feeling me? Okay. Some of y'all might be really wealthy and all that, and others, might have come from the hood or come from the fields hell, I've stood in a commodity line before. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I've stood in line for butter. So, so Dr. Maddow, yeah. So I was telling Dr. Maddow, man, I'm all for, like in the morning, I'll be honest, I drink a green smoothie in the morning. Since 1978, I've been taking vitamins and supplements. The morning's not the damn problem. The problem is when I get to lunchtime and there's these heavy etouffee sauces and fresh crawfish and all that stuff. So Miss Charlotte understands. And so Miss Charlotte understands work ethic. Here's the other thing. Oh, I'm just going to do this Periscope and I'm going to be an overnight success. If you see that on Periscope, well, you tell me, because that person is full of bullshit now. Okay, it takes work. Okay, everything good is going to take work. And somewhere in America, people have gotten to where, I feel like I'm entitled. Oh, bullshit. What you are is you have the right to be empowered, but you don't have the right to be entitled. Stand up and make some, man, if you want to cut grass, and you hardly have anything, you can cut enough grass. Oh, well, that's not what I want to do. I didn't say that that's what you wanted to do. Okay? Liking it has nothing to do with doing it. Okay? So we have to be responsible to our dreams, and we have to not give up. Man, I see too damn much quitting sometimes. It's like people who start a blog and give up after one day because nobody read it. Yeah. Miss Charlotte, listen to this. I think I've been blogging since 2007. I've been blogging for 10 years. 10 years probably. Okay? And so you have the ability to blog. You have the ability to take a cell phone. If y'all are watching this, y'all are way smart enough to make it. Okay? Y'all got all kind of noggin. All right? Your mouth can record your words. If you speak your words, you can produce. Your mouth talks 17 times faster than your hand can write. Your mouth talks 17 times faster than your hand can write. So all of this crap about, oh, Marvin, you're different because you wrote a book. You're different because you have an audio CD. You're different because people from all over the world ask you to coach them on high performance. You're different. Really? You know what the main difference is? Is two things. I started before you, and I just kept doing it. The key to anybody that you see that has a whole lot of success, they also have screwed up and failed more than just about anybody that you've seen. So the key to success is failure. Really. Yeah. To fall and get smacked on your ass and refuse to stay down. Because if me and you we're in a fight now, and you knock me out, and you knock me on the ground, and I'm laying there motionless, and I ask you, is the fight over? This is a trick question. You knocked me down. I'm out. I'm not even moving. Is the fight over? Dr. Finch is in the house. Dr. Finch knows a little Marvin. Here's the answer. The only reason that you would think that fight is over is if I refuse to get up. Because if I decide, if I decide to get back up, that fight ain't over. That fight ain't over. Okay, are y'all feeling this? Are y'all feeling this? You know, man, stand guard at the gateway of your mind and realize that nobody controls your power. And the biggest power that you have, Beer Belly's talking about probiotics and talking about getting your gut back together. Well, he's talking about health with tea, and so you need to check him out. He's going to teach me about kombucha. And I'm talking about your heart health, and that is, how do you feel in your heart? Watch this. Y'all, somebody's put this up. Put this up on the scribe when I give this quote. This is worth tonight. Here's the quote. Your head cannot stop what your heart wants. Did y'all catch that? I had to take my glasses off for that. Your head can't stop. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Your head can't stop what your heart wants, but you got to know what you want in your heart. You got to know what your dream is so bad that you don't give a shit from the naysayers. You don't care who's not following you. It's totally inconsequential whether they follow you or not, because you already decided. Your head cannot stop what your heart wants. My wish for you tonight, we should probably kind of ramp it down unless y'all want to keep going, because the only way I'd ramp it down is if y'all don't still feel like y'all got content. If y'all want to hear some more content, baby, I can bring it. I can bring it. We can go into all kind of subjects. I got me some other, matter of fact, I didn't even tell you about the free stuff that I was offering. Okay? Y'all got me all so damn excited, man. This is great stuff. But you got to decide. They are not your audience if they don't follow you. Yeah, Dr. Finch. You know what? Here's the thing, Dr. Finch. Everybody shouldn't follow me. You know, if they can't get my message, if they don't understand how somebody was on the top of it and had the world by the butt and then lost it all and became homeless and then came back because what? I had systems in place to make that happen, right? Okay, and I work hard every day. It doesn't just happen automatic. Okay, so if somebody doesn't feel your message, still love them. Okay, I'm not going to stop broadcasting on Scope just because somebody doesn't feel it. Yeah. Oh, Beer Belly, I'm so honored. Beer Belly saying get out of the Scope and get your ass back in and give Marvin another 500 hearts because he's bringing it tonight. I think that's kind of what old Beer Belly just said. And old Beer Belly, he's probably going to come back later on and give us a recipe on how we can make kombucha at home. Yeah, my story is for certain people. You know, if some, and Dr. Finch's story is for certain people. And so that's the other reason why we should do 90 and 100 and 200 scopes. Well, why is that? Well, tonight's message might not hit someone, but maybe tomorrow's message might be different. You know, if you were cooking a good gumbo, it takes all kind of different ingredients to have a good gumbo. Well, for you to be effective on Periscope, you just keep unpacking your truth, right, Doc? Yeah, Dr. Finch said, yeah, just keep unpacking your truth, because eventually they're going to feel you. But really, people are going to follow people that are what? Worth following. See, you got to be worth following. I mean, obviously, I spent a lot of time thinking about this stuff. Okay, I spent a lot of time preparing my messages. The other thing, I got to be honest, I just love y'all. I just love y'all. You guys help my business, whether you buy anything or not. It helps my business. You know why? Because it helps me clarify my thoughts. It helps me be more motivated when one of those 3 businesses of mine aren't all hitting on all 8 cylinders. So I want you to look at Periscope in a different way. What is it that your audience needs from you? What do they need to hear? I'll give you an example. I've never met iSoulPhoto. He's over there. He's in Maryland. He can take corporate photos. He can take weddings. He can upgrade your mugshot. So some people think that iSoulPhotos is a photographer. He might be a photographer, but he might be the master at helping someone capture their memories. Did y'all catch that? He might be someone that helps capture the moment. He might be taking the last picture of a daughter with her father that is terminally ill. You think he's just a photographer in that circumstance? No. What I do at Marvelous Performance Systems is I provide them the next 30 seconds of courage. I give them a hand. I give them that rope until they can get back on their feet. Yes, ISO, what you do almost has nothing to do with photography. They're not buying the photo because it's the best damn photo in the world. It could be. But they're buying the memory. They're buying the love. They're buying a lifetime experience that may not be able to be captured again. So what are you selling? I don't believe he's selling a $15 photo. I believe he's selling a family heirloom experience. I have pictures with my dad and I. It evokes emotion like you can't imagine. The picture, I could never pay enough for the picture. How about you? Are you selling an online course? Are you selling a book? Are you selling a CD set? Because I'm selling that, but in a different way. Because the word sales comes from the word, the original English, Old English term. The root word of sales is salon. S-E-L-L-A-N. Hey, Rita, so good to see you. Rita, I've got an unbelievable replay that's going to knock your socks off, baby. We have been all around the world, literally, tonight on a Promote Scope. This has been so fantastic, it's not even funny. Salon means to give. So the word sales, the root word of it, Old English term, origin term, is salon. And salon means to give. So here's the secret, folks. You want to sell more? Then understand what sales is. And what sales is to give. Tonight, the fact is I've received more than maybe any of you because I've learned so much. I am so energized. It's like I've just been inhaling a bottle of fresh oxygen for the last half hour. So that's what I want to share with you. I want you to invite me to the next time you guys do a Promote Scope. You build followers because you give